Hi, welcome to day 7 of Solitude. I'm Katherine Nelson. Thanks for sticking with us 7 days in. Let's start by just reviewing what we talked about yesterday, which was really looking at the language that we use and how important it can be in kind of setting our overall tone and certainly what we project out into the world and how others perceive us. So being mindful of using language that's softer and thoughtful and that kind of decreases anxiety rather than increases it. Today, let's talk a little bit about distress tolerance and discomfort. So, distress tolerance is obviously it's psych language, and we talk about it a lot in terms of DBT and different types of treatment modalities. When you think about distress, you think about things that are definitely elevating your body that register internally as distressing to you. So, it's not just a thought, it's also supported by an internal reaction or response. When you think about what registers as distress for you, also think about the word discomfort. Many of us experience all different kinds of discomfort, and we tend to kind of let them flow through us without really registering them the way that distress tends to really register. So a form of discomfort can come in a lot of different forms, and I want you to just think about what that looks like for you. So discomfort, I usually use the reference of hunger because in our society we are very used to not even letting ourselves become uncomfortable with feeling hunger before we're already taking action to remedy it. We get in such a routine with food and eating that we prevent ourselves from ever having any discomfort related to hunger. And obviously this isn't everybody. I just think that generally speaking, this is something that is an easy point for us to be able to explore in terms of recognizing what discomfort can feel like. So think about the next time that it would be mealtime, just postponing it a little bit and letting yourself sit with the recognition of your body experiencing hunger, experiencing a little discomfort, a little bit of anticipation. So the difference between discomfort and distress. So distress would look more like I haven't eaten for days. I don't know where my next meal is coming from. Maybe I'm having so many digestive issues that I am not even able to figure out what I can consume comfortably. So just using this as kind of an example, but the idea is to start thinking about how do we self-soothe in these situations? How do we recognize that I can tolerate a lot of discomfort and I can tolerate some distress. So how about that really confident feeling that even in these situations, I know how to manage that. I know how to maintain a sense of calm, even though I can recognize sensations in my body that might alert me to a sense of discomfort or distress. Now, certainly there's times where those alerts are in place to get us to take some serious action. But it's more this idea that tuning in to confidence that I can be in these spaces that are uncomfortable and I can manage that. I can be in that space and I can manage it and get to the other side. So give that some thought. Maybe do a body scan. I think that's a really good habit to get into, is just to close your eyes and start at the top of your head and work all your way at your toes and look for any tightness, tension, any kind of pain sensations, anything like that. And just get an idea of what your body tends to register at as kind of your version of normal. And then you can pay more attention to whether it's something like agitation, frustration, anger. What does that look like in terms of your bodily sensations? So training yourself to be much more in sync in terms of mindfully monitoring what your body's telling you, and then also looking at what the messages are that you're giving yourself in terms of your ability to be able to manage and tolerate discomfort or distress. I hope this is helpful. I really want you to think today about just taking things down a notch. Just how do I self-soothe? What are the things that for me bring me to a higher level of calm, to a higher level of solitude, to use our term. So think about what that looks like for you and be intentional about bringing those things into your day and really being in tune with what that does when you're connected with those things that for you really bring you a sense of calm. I hope you have a great 7th day, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.